Hello and welcome. This is a brief video tutorial on how to set up your document camera. It is not intended as an instructional video on how to operate the camera, but merely as a quick start guide to help you get up and running and answer as many of your questions as we can at the moment. So when you pick up your document camera, you'll get the document camera and you'll get a brown box with attachments and accessories and cords. For the moment, go ahead and set the brown box off to the side. We'll focus on here. Unpacking your document camera is straightforward. You can grab it by the handle, slide it straight out of its protective packaging. Set the packaging aside for, I don't know, safe disposal. When you open your document camera for the first time, there will be bubble wrap on the neck, on the handle, and then there will be also some other little pieces of plastic in there to keep it safe in its transport. Let's go ahead and take a look at the parts of the document camera, then we'll show you how to plug it in. So, control panel is this part on top. You have your scroll wheel. It also can click and go up and down as if it were arrows. You've got buttons, they're well labeled, and this black semi globe on top is the receiver for your remote so that you can point the remote from any direction. The part that was the handle also is the neck of the camera. So if you'll notice on the two different sides, one has this white rim. That's the one that is the camera part. So that's the one that actually detaches. You can take it and by applying gentle force, but sufficient force, it pops straight away from the housing. Again, it's in there pretty good. So there you go. Pops out. There's the head. It is a really good document camera. It actually has motorized optics in here. And so if as we're working on it, getting it set up, it's going to be focusing, it actually has a motor in there that adjusts the optical lenses to focus. So you may hear a little bit of a buzz coming from the head. Completely normal. Also, there's the light right underneath it to kind of illuminate whatever you're trying to look at. It is a gooseneck, so it is flexible in pretty much whatever way you want to put it. This part where it connects to the body is also able to rotate, so you can rotate it up and put it in whatever form works best. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sides. First, the side here has the receiving part for the head so that it can it gets put together, compact, can stick in a drawer for safekeeping, and is also easy enough to carry around. There is a SD card slot here on the side as well. And there's also the switch here. This is the switch that determines the output type, either TV or RGB. RGB is for like a projector. TV is if you're going to use this to show something on a television screen. There's also a Kingston lock switch, which we don't have any at the moment, so not terribly important. On this side, if you swivel the arm out of the way, you'll notice that it has, let me get it under the camera, that it has a switch here. This switch is probably one of the most important switches on the side that you wouldn't think to notice. This determines whether it works as a standalone device or whether it works in conjunction with your computer. One little icon shows a computer screen. Obviously, that works with has it work with the computer. The other one shows a little USB memory stick, and that kind of signifies the standalone mode. Next to it, you have the USB slot where you can plug in a jump drive or a thumb drive and use it as memory to store directly to it. Like I said, this particular document camera is a wonderful document camera in that it has the option to run completely without the use of your computer. You don't have to run it through your computer, or you can choose to. The choice is up to you, whatever best fits your situation. On the back, or front, or depending on how you're holding it, I guess, you've got these different ports. The one to the far right is the power port, and that's where we plug it in. The black one is video in using a VGA cable. The blue one is video out, again using a VGA cable. You've got video out using a S-video cable, as if you needed to go to a television or to something else. And then there's the USB port right next to that as well. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you can get a better view of those ports. DC, that's the power. This one is the video out, video in, or pardon, video in, video out, different form, USB. Let's go ahead and look at that box that had all the accessories in it. So, in our wonderful brown box, we have a number of cool things. First and most importantly is the remote. It also does come with batteries, which you can remove the back cover of the remote, put the batteries in, and the remote will be good to go. There is, in a white box, there is the power adapter. This is what allows us to plug it in. There is also a VGA cable, which we'll be using in just a moment. There is a USB cable that connects. There is a converter from VGA to S-Video. And then there is an audio cable if you're going to plug it into like a old school television. I really just date myself there by calling a television with S-Video as old school, but that works. So that's everything of importance in the box, unless of course I've already misplaced something. There's your setup. Now let's talk about how everything goes together. We'll do that in part 2 of this YouTube video series.